Doing? Welcome to Spark of Wisdom. This is something I do every Wednesday. My name's Michelle Christidis, and I'm an oracle. I'm also a healer, a channeler, jack of all trades, really. One of my specialties is I give attunements. You can check out a couple of my attunement meditations here on my YouTube channel, kind of see what those are about. And we'll be getting into more into that as I'm going to be offering a membership coming up. Getting called to do meditation with every full moon, every new moon, actually. So, welcome to my channel. Please give me a like on the way in. I'm going to talk about a collective message, and then we'll go ahead and get to the different piles. We've got the wombat. Every single week with the moon energies, an animal comes forward with the wisdom to guide us. I'm so grateful. It's such a beautiful thing. This has been happening for, well over a couple years now. And so this week with the full moon energies, with the switch, we had the wombat come in. But the wombat didn't really want to be shared until today because we've had a lot of timeline jumping. So the first message for the collective is that you're still probably feeling timeline hopping. Last week, it was going back and forth from lower dimensions, higher dimensions, all over the place. The angels have shared that we're only going up. So thank you to the angels for that message. We've got forget combat. You've got a wombat, and we're going to get messages for your quest. This all has to do really this week. We've had two recent activations. We've had an Earth Star activation that happened recently, and this has allowed a collective sacral chakra activation. And what we're going to see with each wombat, which you're only going to have one this week, okay? However, there is a special connection between two of them that I meant to mention. So you might be called to come back to this reading at a different time. We've got the frequency 528 hertz coming in, which is a beautiful frequency. And let's get to the message from the wombat. Okay, channeled message from the wombat. Here we go. Let me find it. Let me find it real quick. All right, here we go. Let go of the narratives. Dig deep. Discover who you are. Fall through. You may not be able to see. You're free. Feel your way. Follow your nose. It knows. Create space to free the burdens. Chisel. Free your mind and the rest will follow. It's a song. Came in as a song lyric. Free your mind and the rest will follow. Shake, rattle, and roll. There is a troll. It's go time. No stuck in the snow time. Seal it, send it, comprehend it for sure. To feel secure, you've got 2 tickets to paradise. And there we go. So we had 2 song lyrics come in. All right. So I'm sure we'll be guided back to those. And okay. And so that's so far what I wanted to share there. We're going to be rolling the dice today. We're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 402, actually. Okay, so what we're doing is what's really interesting about the wombat more than any other thing is, first of all, it's only found in Australia, in the country down under. And so basically, because of that, they're only found there. There's only 3 types in the whole world, and they're pretty much kind of endangered overall, okay? But one more so than the rest. Now, something extremely unique about our wombat friends, whether you know this or not, is they have the ability to produce square poop. So we've got a changing your structure coming in, and we're talking about 3D going all the way up to 8D. This is our activation that we're looking for, and we're looking to go from 3D to crystalline. And so we're going to be rolling our magic dice to see What are you manifesting in the 3D? And where are you heading? Okay, so that's what the purpose of today. Let's go ahead and start with pile number one, which happens to be our bare-nosed wombat. You can see it's found in the grass. I'm going to recommend grounding for everybody this week. Ground, 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 ground. And in fact, we're collectively being taken into the inner earth, but we only see the chest up. Okay, so I think that's really interesting. The song that came in for you guys, the channeled song, is the song Numb by U2. What you're meant to do is go look at that song. I put a link in the content below in the description for this video. Click on the link, watch the video, and see what kind of insights come in for you. We have a lot of fast moving energy that's meant to speak to you, and that song is meant to lead you. Okay. So I can't wait to see what that leads to. Let me know. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So, okay, we're going to roll the dice. So we've got number 4 in our regular die, and we've got number 1 in our crystalline die. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about a shift for you, okay? And we've got the archangels coming forward of what you're going to be manifesting into the 3D. And we also have the astro oracle coming forward, okay? So we're going to talk about what you're manifesting first. Now there's a connection here to the new moon. So over these next 2 weeks, you've got this challenge and a gift coming up, and the gift is in a form of manifestation, and the archangels want to let you know where it starts. I only did one pre-shuffle. We're starting with the rhinoceros on bottom. Then what I heard for you guys is, first of all, we've got a magic happening to the divine feminine, okay? And that's what the archangels want to talk about. What magic happened there? Because what it's doing, bare-nosed wombats, it's actually taking you and allowing you to have an activation to your solar plexus. Okay, so let's get into it. We've got the gray squirrel here. The gray squirrel is always talking about, not only are we alchemizing, okay, but it's about keeping yourself centered, remembering to keep yourself out of your mind. Stop being so focused 100% on finding the nuts, because sometimes what the gray squirrels do is they spend so much time looking for the nuts or burying the nuts. First of all, they forget where they go, but they also forget about other things. So just make sure that you take some time for yourself. Make sure you take some time to unwind. You are definitely a collective worker, okay? For sure, you're meant to work in a community, and every single person has a job in this community. And, what's coming forward now, the archangels are here specifically with you guys. So it always lets me know that you're meant to teach, whether it's your children, whether it's a significant other, whether it's to step up and become an actual teacher spiritually, or, maybe you actually teach for a living. There's something there. Okay, here we are. We're moved into this year of the rabbit, and you're definitely getting yourself all set up. Now, I am seeing the rainbow bridge there. You might want to hear more details about the rainbow bridge class that I offer. It is a series of attunements that we place in your chakra system, and allows you to open up, just as this card shows, it allows you to open up the communication to your guides, the cosmos, the universe overall. So watch for that. I'll be posting a video, or you can join my YouTube group, which is, I think I have a copy of it. Just let me know if you need a link, but you can join my Facebook group, Infinite Energy, on Facebook, and we're going live tomorrow to talk about this. But we are here in the year of the rabbit. Just literally started these last couple weeks since these activations have been going on, right? Okay, so that's number 4. Here we go, number 5. Number 5, kind of talking about the shift. And here, I'm getting it. I'm getting it, you guys. You're meant to be a teacher. You're meant to inspire others. Okay, this is just double confirmation. We've got the archangels here to let you know that you're meant to step into this role. And I am feeling so far kind of interesting because I am feeling children. So maybe you have spiritually awakened children. Maybe you feel guided to work with different types of children. I would love to know what's resonating with you. Please let me know in the comments. It really helps grow this channel. Okay. Yeah, you can see further than most. You have a great connection with Source. Look at this. We're talking about being able activation to your to the yellow, which is your solar plexus, which is all about your magic. Okay, so you seem to have a great connection with Source, and what that does is it allows you to be able to forecast and see things before. And I think this is what you're meant to help teach about. Okay, these are just all little clues to kind of help us find out what we're meant to share here. Okay, and you know what? I just noticed. Look at that connection. Okay, this is connected with that other card that we just did. For the card that we just did, which one was it? For the rabbit. Okay, so I'm gonna hold on a second because I was supposed to do 3 shuffles and 7 cards. As you can tell, I'm a little discombobulated. There's never an accident, but I want to just make sure real quick. Am I still doing 3 shuffles? 3 more shuffles? 7 cards? Yeah, okay. So we kind of messed up there a little bit. Thank you, angels, for guiding us. But look, it wants to come right back out, the giraffe. Definitely you have a connection with Source. Thank you for getting me back on track. I was a little dyslexic with my numbers here. If you're here, you want to say hi, please go ahead and say hi. Once again, I'm seeing this. Whenever I see the hyena, it's talking about, really laughing off where you've been. This is really talking about your own journey. A lot of people don't understand it. They may look at you in one light, and how you look at yourself actually in one light is really kind of coming up here. Okay, hold on a second. I'm feeling something there, but there's that collective. You're meant to find your honey. You're meant to find your part in the structure. Okay, so definitely working with the community. So everything that we mentioned was for you. Okay, of course, it all came up with purpose. But now we're actually going to move into the magic. Okay, this is the magic for your feminine. All right. So here we go. Again, we're getting the rainbow bridge, right? But this is the difference. It's like there's this change in the communication. This is the magic that is happening and is available to you, pile number 1, with your divine feminine. So it's like you're not really worried about the chatter around you. You're not really repeating what others say to do. You're really stepping into your own insights, connecting. This is what the Rainbow Bridge is talking about. And I'm going to mention it again because I'm getting that joining my class, or finding out about it at least, participating, and there's several ways to participate. Um, you know, but at the same point in time, I'm seeing that this class would benefit you because what the class does is it increases your vibration so that you can consistently tune into your own voice, tune into your guides. Okay, so there's definitely 4 here. Okay, I'm seeing 4 different birds here. Birds of a feather fly together. We've got the hedgehog. This is the second card. Your feminine energy, I'm just going to be honest, you've probably been carrying some doubts. That's the very first thing I'm getting. There's just so much going on. You're having a hard time deciding, what am I meant to grab? Look at all this energy. Do you see it all? And it's like you're able to pick up on energy. Okay, some of you can actually see orbs. Some of you can feel it. We all do it in different ways. But there is so much energy around you, it's kind of got you sidetracked. And the message I'm hearing is just stay on path. Just follow the steps, okay? Don't and there's this concern of turning around, okay? Now the YouTube song that came through for you guys is the song Numb. And that song, they actually hold up pieces of paper with different words. And it's going to be really interesting that the words that talk to you, because this is all about getting in tune with your feminine. This is all about really, I'm feeling like some of these are fears, okay? Fears, doubts, mind chatter. This is what I was getting in the first one. Mind chatter. Maybe hearing when I'm saying that, mind chatter from those around you. Could be family, it could be your own judgments, right? But you're meant to come together, my friends. Okay, we're stepping into our power. We're talking about our magic here in that solar plexus. That's your elemental queendom, right? And so we've got the animals coming forward to let you know that you're meant to come into alignment. Your feminine and masculine energy are meant to come into alignment. And look at this. You're blinded by the light. Blinded by the light. And it's like this coming together. And I mean, I cannot help but feel that heart chakra. I cannot help but feel the heart chakra there. Set clear boundaries and enforce them, Archangel Shamuel. Okay, we've got the rat here. I'm not surprised to see this because this is kind of the wombat coming out. The wombat digs tunnels, right? And it likes to be alone. It does things at night. So you've got a lot of energy helping you integrate these changes to your feminine energy. But look at it's surrounded by these same colors that I'm seeing. Now, the rat is about being true to yourself. It's about transmutation. The rat can actually process garbage, okay? It can process a lot of foods, a lot of different things that no other animal can do. Hey, girl. Oh, you're waiting on number 3? Okay. Well, I'm glad that you just mentioned that, Billy, because there is a connection between pile number 1 and number 3. Now, I meant to mention that is what I'm hearing, what I heard is that pile number 3 is the future of pile number 1. And pile number 1 is the beginning, and pile number 3 is the future. So you see what I'm saying? So if you're watching pile number 3, Billy, this is going to maybe resonate to where you were. Okay? All right. So we've got the rat there. Look at this, the coming together, the olive branch, spirit reaching out, and look at the sun shining through. Spread messages of peace and harmony. How can you be of service, right? As things are alchemizing for you. We're going to keep going here. The camel spirit. You see all the sun here. It's like you have so much in reserve. The camel carries the water. And I'm getting that source has been carrying you, that this is an activation to your divine feminine. Look at the healing coming in. And this is very similar to what I'm seeing from the picture that we were given for this pile number 1. We're talking about from the chest forward, okay? Right, and I just think that that is actually representative here. And the camel, the camel, you've got the llama and the camel, and they look so similar, even though they're not. But look at the energy here. Are you feeling it? I feel the connection. The camel is a spitter, though. I think they're both spitters, actually. So what that means is like to really, I'm laughing because I'm getting a little bit related to like what the Greeks do. And when they spit, it's blessings. Okay. So they're like blessing you. All right. And that's actually what the animals are coming forward to do. I know. All right, here we go. The 7th card. Do your part to illuminate the universe. Do your part to shine through. Get off that hamster wheel. Okay, I know it's a guinea pig, but they still run on those wheels when they're caged. This is letting you know that you are free and you are a big part of the cosmos. So there's just so much magic here that I'm feeling, pile number 1. As you are connected, the sacral, which is the orange color of your divine spark, of this dragon energy, of this creativity, and it's affecting the masculine energy, which is the action, okay? Which is the action. And this is turning into a synergy together, all right? And so I love all these colors that we're seeing. I want to start really right here again. Do you see what we're doing here? Do you see the yellows and the oranges and the pinks? Okay. Now the pinks in these corals, we're seeing it here with the rat as well. Okay. It's like there's so much going on more than you know. Look at the doves And the coral is talking about, what are we doing? What are we doing here? We're recoding the neural stimulus. Why? Because we started out talking about how the rainbow bridge would help. And then we're seeing that when you actually can communicate with the universe, it opens you up to the cosmos. It opens you up to the secrets of the cosmos. Wow. That is what I'm hearing. So make sure you check out that song, You Too, Numb. Make sure you click on the link, okay? So this is what you're meant to bring into the actual 3D. You're meant to get off the hamster wheel. You're meant to step into your mastery, your magic, and really feel that connection between you and the universe and really foster that. Definitely feeling the future of you all. We'll see if this connects in pile number 3. But the future pile number 1 is some sort of teacher stepping forward to teach others. Okay. So let's kind of see what the cosmos want to bring in for you. Okay. This is why I had it backward. You're going to see. Now we're doing 7 shuffles and 1 card. Okay. So I'm going to put these back. Now, the animals have one more message for you. Let's kind of go ahead and see what's on bottom. Oh my goodness. Look at this, you guys. Look at what going through that portal of getting the sacral, getting your sacral, like all those colors we were seeing, allowing this activation to your sacral, allowing that next step, which is happening to the solar plexus, which is bringing you down into your authenticity. Okay? Why? Because you have something special. That is what we're showing here with the sharks. The sharks actually are able, it's like a sixth sense. They magnetize. They're just able, they don't have good sight, okay? It's not about seeing. It doesn't mean they can't see, okay? But at the same point in time, it's not about that. They are just literally drawn like a magnet to what is for them, okay? And we got all these fish coming in. This is happening with that Pisces new moon, you guys. This is happening over the next 2 weeks. Something is just going to pull you to it, or you're going to pull it to you. All right. This is what you're pulling in to this, into this 3D, which is just it's going to allow you to feel like what we're talking about with that guinea pig. Okay. So let's see what the cosmos are going to do, because obviously we're being shown that the cosmos are related. Okay, we're being shown that they're related. So first of all, we've got the 4th house. This affects your home. And then we've got some integration going on here. Okay, so they want you to know that there's like, it's like we've got some stuff that are still shifting. And of course, there's energies that are going to be coming in over these next 2 weeks. Okay, energies are always flowing. And look at this. Okay, here, you used to smack into the window, and it's like smack. Okay, this is the healing coming forward. It's like this is going to hit you right where you see it. This is going to resonate. Spirit is coming out to get your attention. Okay, so whatever is coming for you, it's going to hit you like a V. I should have had a V8. It's going to come out of anywhere. And look at this. We've got the square. Are you kidding me? So this is the square, you guys. And remember, we talked about, I know it seems so crazy to talk about poop, but the wombat's got that's what's allowing us to know that we're manifestation in the new moon for Pisces. There's definitely something coming forward, and it's just going to hit you out of nowhere. It's going to be an incredible surprise is what I'm feeling. And it's going to be a shift to your structure, and it really is healing. It's going to give you the change that you're looking for. And look at that. A relationship, a change to your relationship. Okay. So look at that. We've got the 45 that's talking about that healing. So we just talked about the last number. Okay. Look at this. I just have to show you 54, 45. this manifestation, okay, whatever comes through these next 2 weeks, it's going to hit you out of nowhere. It's going to affect your relationship within you. And I am actually feeling the relationship between you and another. Okay. This is also being highlighted in the parrot cards. It's like, it's like we were once separated and now we're coming together. And this is what that structure is doing. So here we talked about the shift is going to change your structure, and then the structure is going to change, is going to cause the shift in your relationship. Wow. And look at this is definitely a portal coming through here. And it's like, man, that is just so awesome. Wow. I'm feeling that so much, you guys. Okay. So let's get back to it. That was number 3. So mirrored numbers. So that's something that I meant to talk about. Increase in synchronicities. Okay. Yep. There we go. There's that mystery, but this mystery is what's going to wrap up this cycle for you. Literally the next step. You see that we had 45, now 46. It's going to put things in perspective, and it comes from this rebirth to that sacral chakra that's happening really for all of us. This is available for all of us. It's a matter of getting in sync with the energy around you, allowing the energy to allow things to come together. Okay. So let's see. Billy says, jumped off the wheel yesterday. Yeah, you did. I just had angel number 54 not 30 minutes ago. Boom. Yeah. Hello. Number 6. It's going to tell us about the integration. Yeah. Look at this. Number 14 here. This is talking about the shift. You're going to feel like not really knowing which way to go. Okay. Not really knowing which way to go. Now that I'm hearing, that's why the video came through for you. Okay. You don't want it. And what I'm getting is don't be numb. Don't be numb. Allow that song to influence you. Pay attention to the insights that come through with that song, because it's meant to lead you the next way. But know that all paths lead to the same place. Even if you go up the stairs first, they twine back around and bring you right through where you're meant to go. Do you see? There's no way to make a mistake. But it's all about getting in oneness with this new structure, though. So it's really about not resisting the shift, okay? Not resisting, allowing yourself to really walk through that. So this is really talking about pile number 1. We're talking you're bare nosed, right? And it's like at the same point in time, you're feeling vulnerable. There's this vulnerability as you're walking forward, because the wombats, they see nothing, but they feel their way. And I love how the parrots came forward. The parrots is coming forward in so many ways, because in the channeled message that I shared, that you can go back and listen to, or you can read. I'm going to actually post it after I get off here on the community board. But at the same point in time, it talked about follow your nose, it knows. And when that happened, I had a visualization of the toucan from Fruity Pebbles. You know what I'm talking about? With the rainbow nose. I am telling you, you need to come check out the Rainbow Bridge program, right, Billy? It's going to be Billy and I. She's on here right now. This is all coming back that will help you understand the way the universe is communicating with you. Okay? And look at this. Gemini, cross-pollinate. Number 3 here. It's all about finding those balance. And remember, we got the bees. We got the bees on the animals. Remember, they came through. That was part of the message. And it's like you're meant to be part of this community that allows you to cross-pollinate. You're meant to be part of something more so that you can pay it forward. It's all really about coming into your growth is what I'm hearing, okay? But Gemini is really coming up in a big way, because I think that one of the eclipses coming up, this is highlighting something coming up astrologically. I believe that one of the eclipses coming up in the month of April are in Gemini. And so this is a foreshadowing of really around a big switch for you, okay? Which would be really on target if you did join our Rainbow Bridge class. We're going to be starting it at the end of February. So 8 weeks later is when you'll be finished. It's an 8-week class. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we're talking about here. We're talking about a major healing. We're talking about alignment. Oh my gosh. Alignment to what? To wrapping up the cycle, to getting in collaboration with your oneness, to really putting those shadows down in the dust and continuing on your path to claim your pearl and to step into your queendom. Wow. This is beautiful as we've got the two different snakes fighting to get up the caduceus. And you know what? We can see that as we rise, as our vibration rises, we step into this knowledge of who we truly are. And we are living crystals. And that is such a beautiful message there on bottom. Wow. But let's go ahead and see what card wants to come through. There's that Mars energy. This is the double shift, my friends. Okay, now what I'm getting here with the 5-5. So, okay, Mars energy is very fiery, right? It's really fiery. It's very masculine. So we're kind of talking about the masculine energy. We've got all the solar coming in on the cards that we've had for you. So this is a transformation. Now that the divine feminine has gone through a transformation collectively, that divine masculine can rise. Why? Because we saw it so that we can have our relationship affected. So, what is the advice for you today from the cosmos? Watch what you're communicating. Watch this fast energy around you. I'm going to tell you what, I understand. It's like all of a sudden you're like, what's going on? The emotions can really switch on you. This is a this is an initiation for you. You're learning how to become the emotional master, and the fire is around you. Okay, so it's like you're almost like put in the fire. Can you handle the heat in the kitchen? Is really what's coming up. The biggest thing I have for you is watch your tongue. Watch your words. Okay? Watch your words. Is really, oh, I'm sorry. I was reading it backward. It said 50. I thought it was 55. It's 22. This is even more relevant to the reading because we've been talking about what you're building. So you are going into this master builder, but it's like we're waiting for this masculine energy to really find it's there's a healing going on to the masculine is what I'm trying to say. That's what we've gotten. The magic is coming out, the solar plexus, the elements are coming together. And in specifically here, we've got the fire, okay? The fire energy. So we've got some things that are going to be burned away from you. You might resonate with feeling hot at night. You might resonate with the transmutation process, okay? But this is all to unlock the master builder within you. And this is all about creating that beautiful structure, okay? And then, of course, look what's back on bottom right after that. It's just so crazy, is that Chiron. So let's read the Chiron for you, pile number one, because I want to leave you with some knowledge. We've talked about a lot of different things, and I just really feel that this Mars, actually, we're going to read the Mars for you, okay? The Mars is all about motion. Page 60. Okay, so let's see. What does Mars want to bring up for you? Now, first of all, you might want to go ahead and check out how Mars is in your chart. What houses does it carry in? Okay, we're all unique. This is a general read. So you can get more specific and look at where Mars is in your chart and how you, and not only that, where is it in the sky and how is that going to affect you in these next couple months, okay? So, Mars is a mythical god of war. And remember, what did we talk about at the very beginning? Why are you here? Is because forget combat. You have a wombat. Forget combat. You're not meant to fight, okay? All the fighting that we've endured in humanity, we have learned from it. We are not meant to keep fighting. We're meant to go beyond that. Okay? Mars, mythical god of war and traditional ruler of Aries and Scorpio, speaks of independence, enterprise, willfulness. Okay? We're talking about our will, the area of the solar plexus, the masculine energy. Okay? This includes your body defenses and your immune system. We're talking about passion here. It takes Mars 1.9 Earth years to go around the zodiac. So think of your terrible twos. The 2 2, get it? The terrible twos. When you learn to say no and yes and demand things, it was an expression of your first Mars return. Here's the action. Mars urges you to take action. Any action. Get off that hamster wheel. But this can get you into trouble. Jump in motion, but stay in the driver's seat and think through the consequences of your moves. That's what we were saying. Think before you ink. Think before you ink. If you're taking any new contracts, you want to think about it before you ink it. Okay? Mars is raw energy, like a motor of a fine sports car. It can take you far if you add wisdom and guidance. Mars wants you to develop your strength and your bravery. So work out and develop the muscles that rescue the proverbial underdog. And this is really what we're talking about. We're stepping in. This is helping you to step into your solar plexus, stepping into your power. Okay. Let's see. Boldly go, boldly go where no one has gone before. I'm like getting the Star Trek. And passionately dive into your life. Mars loans you the competitive edge to obtain a fiercely desired goal and teaches that for your, okay, hold on, and teaches that for your yes to truly mean yes, your no needs to be respected. Know what you want and don't want, and be aware of those desires and the people around you. Learn to fight and fight fairly. Stand your ground with grace and compete against your own personal best. If you're in a difficult situation, it could take real strength and willpower to transform and escape. You may need to dig in your heels. Okay, and we're digging in. So listen up. Dig in your heels so that you're not pushed around, or pull out your sword to draw a clear line in the sand. Do what needs to be done. Just make sure it's the right thing. Here's the challenge: domineering willfulness, misuse of sexuality, anger, belligerence, and warlike mentality are the shadow sides of Mars. Break the momentum in your situation that heads downhill. Stop for a moment and think through your next move. Here's the gift. The higher note of Mars energy is it manifests as a divine guardian, your potent inner first responder who is ready to be the hero in a dangerous situation and protect you and yours. Wow. Beautiful message. So let's go ahead. We've got a one-on-one coming forward. We've got someone who wants to bring a little bit more here. They're going to provide the magic about this fast-moving energy so that you don't get dragged. Remember, we're only going up, so you want to keep your heart open so that you can go as high as you're meant to go. You will always end up where you're meant to be, but we're getting here with this Mars energy to really think. Okay, because in a lot of ways, the universe is coming back around to test you, to test what have you learned so that you can wrap up this cycle and emerge ready for the next one. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So I didn't cut yet. Forgive me. I didn't cut yet. That's why I was like, no, that's not for you. Okay. One card for you. Look at all these steps, right? We did one card for the Astro, which was 22. So we're getting pulled back here for a moment. Take a pull back. Okay, right there is your message. Pull back, come in, and before you grasp, really know that you're seeing it, okay? Because the energy with our animal wisdom this week is we're blinded, right? We're blinded, but the owl can see, it can see specifically, and look what it's looking with, yellow eyes. So this is about stepping into your power, seeing it, and grasping what you want. But what's the rule here? What are we talking about, y'all? Make sure that it's for you first. Make sure it's for you first. Okay? So it's not about rushing. And I want to talk about that. That's coming up for you, pile number one. There's no need to rush. Okay? What's meant for you will definitely find you. Spirit is guiding you. Okay? Spirit is guiding you. But it's all about really making sure that you're staying in balance. Okay? So it's like we can be tricked. There can be trickster energies. And who tricks us more than anything is ourselves. So on bottom, we got the horse. Our owl's here to be your ally for the week. But the horse is kind of saying, don't forget to think about what it means to be free. Okay? So this is kind of, look at this. I love how this comes together. This is number 35, and we're talking about this shift for you. Remember, we got a 4 and a 1. So this is overall a shift to your solar plexus, a shift in your will, a shift in your power, a shift in your strength, a shift in your courage. Okay? But here, you've got to be in balance for that shift. So you can look up the owl energy, okay, if you want. If you're on my Facebook page, anytime you can just search. You can look for the owl, and you'll see the wisdom the owl has brought in, and that also speaks volumes, okay? But the owl is able to see in 360 degrees and can grasp something before anybody knows that it's in its grasp. And this is why it's the ally for you. Make sure you see it before you grab it, and make sure you think about it before you even fly off to grab it. I hope that this came in with some messages for you. Pile number one. These are the messages I have for you today. I'm really happy that you've been here. I hope they resonate. And don't forget, there's a connection to number 3. You're only meant to have one pile. So this is your pile. But if you were flipping between 1 and 3, I'm here to let you know that pile number 3 is your future. Okay? So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and don't forget to listen to your channeled song. Okay? See what that brings in for with you. And type it at me. I want to hear all about it. Okay? Bell to confirm. Nice. We're going to go ahead and move to pile number 2. I'm writing down your stamp. Okay? And what we're doing today, pile number 2, thank you for being here. In case you bypass, make sure you go back to the collective message for the channeled message. Okay? Wait, what was the song? Oh, the song for pile number 1 was U2 Numb. In the description for the video, for this video, I have all the channeled songs. You can click on the link. It says pile 1, and it's right underneath, just so you know. Okay? You always want to watch the official video. So Angel's brought in a very specific video. Okay? All right. Pile number 2. I'm going to change the timestamp here. See how things just come up? 44:28. Okay. So we're rolling the dice today. Pile number 2, you are the Northern Hairy You're the northern hairy wombat, okay? And if you're not familiar with the wombat, it is pretty interesting that they make square poop. I know, we're talking about poop here. And this is all leading to manifestation here in the 3D. But I'm opening up my notebook because there are something that I meant to share with you northerners, okay? You northerners are a very special breed. Yes, you are considered the rarest mammals in the world. In the world. Oh my gosh. And here we were talking about the pearl. Those of you here, number two, will identify with being a queen. You have been a survivor. The number 300 came up as I was doing some research for the wombat, and what it spoke right away was that movie 300. You've stood your ground. You've really gone through something really extreme, and it's actually allowed you to develop so much strength. It has to do with this heart. It has to do with your heart chakra. So this change that we're undergoing in your sacral chakra is coming in to lead to this heart chakra change for you. Now, I'm going to think that that is actually a heart awakening, okay? Something that you're going into so that you can find your queendom and develop your pearls, okay? So I'm always going to lead you to future to other oracle right away. For you, the pearl oracle is coming up. You can find it in my playlist. But that is an amazing oracle that's coming up for you, pile number two. All right. Also, okay, that's what I was meant to share for you, pile number two. Okay, so far that was just exclusive for you guys. Just as pile number one and two were connected, that's what you were meant to hear. Now we had a channeled song come in for every single wombat. Your song is "Don't Worry, Be Happy." Okay, I love that song. I've got a little friend I know. No phone, no, don't worry. Be happy. My little one's coming out here. Okay. So that is your song. And interesting enough, what I keep hearing, I heard it the first time and hearing it again. You are not a one hit wonder. What? Wow. Let's go ahead and roll the dice and see what we're talking about. We're bringing something into the 3D, but we're also going to give you messages about what we're digging for, okay? Now, if you miss the collective message, there is a lot of fast moving energy. We always know the energy is moving fast when we have these cards coming in. And the energy is moving really quickly. And so the wombat, we want to, the angels, the ancestors, everyone's here to guide you. And it looks like the Astro's winning. So we're going to bring up the Astro cards when we're talking about where you're going. But it looks like you're in the 3D. The Ascended Masters have a message for you. So let's go ahead and pull these out. We're going to do 3 shuffles, and we're going to grab you 7 cards. We're wrapping up. This is all about giving you choices, stepping into your own. You know, this is really interesting because what I'm hearing right away is Pandora's box, okay? Choices, Pandora's box. And in that box, it talks about how when it was open, is like all this chaos came out. But there was also the sprite, the fairy that came through, the hope, okay? And that's what's coming through right there. Don't worry, be happy, okay? That really connects, really finding that hope. And then gratitude's coming up. So gratitude and hope. How can you stay heart blah, 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 okay? Maybe you're feeling a little untwisted. I'm starting to cough with your pile too. Maybe you're just feeling a little emotional, a little out of sorts. What the message is coming in from the right away from the Ascended Masters is to really stay heart centered. Okay, don't worry about what's happening in the background. Don't worry about um, don't worry about how you came to be where you are right now. Okay. The reason I'm sharing that message is this particular guy right here. He like sacrificed the love of his life to his father, nonetheless, so that he could lead the nation in war. He didn't want any danger to come to the to their kingdom, okay? Basically. So this is all talking about having gratitude, allowing yourself to be one with the magic, okay, is what the ascenders are telling you. It's like hold and harness your power and stay centered. Wow. Stay centered. Heart centered, specifically getting heart centered. And then we were talking about you guys, it's like the sacral chakra activation is coming in and it's affecting your heart chakra. Okay. So, and I feel like you're either going into the awakening or you're coming up. I'm not really sure, but you're meant to stay impartial. Again, double confirmation here. You see all the chaos in the background? You're not meant to focus on that. You're meant to focus on what's in front of you. And this gentleman, he's focusing on the garden. He's focusing on growing the food. This card's come up a lot. This could link you to some other. I'm actually seeing that this could be a link for some other readings. So it might be synchronistic that this has come up. But it's like staying in balance, allowing things to integrate. This is what leads to the healing. Don't jump the gun. Don't think the worst case scenario. Don't even fall for what's happening, because what's happening around you, my friends, is something that's made from the past. We are always creating from our past. So the things that we're seeing in front of us are a representation of things that have already gone in thought before us. Do you see? So any switch in your thinking, going to gratitude, staying heart centered, having the hope, surrendering, being detached. These are all different ways, my friend, to really create what's next. Okay? Because you can't change what's happening, but you can change what will be happening next, your reaction to it. Okay? So there's all these cause and effects. And this is about bringing you into that state of oneness so that you can do what? When your heart is open, it allows you to propel further. Okay. Once you close things off, once you make a judgment, once you decide ahead of time what's good enough, okay, based on what's around you, you literally close off the potential of what could be. Okay. So that's a message your ascended masters want to show you. And look at, it's here again. We're going to have to read her. Especially since, she wanted to end up on bottom. So she's showing her face 3 times. She wants to stay here with you. All about those choices. Okay. So let's read her real quick, because this is going to talk about the magic that's happened to your divine feminine. The magic is giving you choices, but look at that. This is what's on bottom now. And it's that warrior spirit. Gosh, it's such a connection to that Mars energy. I don't know what's going on, but I am coughing like crazy on your pile. Okay, so we're going to read about choices, because she came up 3 times a charmer. This card symbolizes the myriad of choices available to you. Sometimes too many choices may lead to confusion. It advises you that while having many options is a wonderful thing, making the right choice, the important decision, is more vital. When presented by a dazzling array of choices, take your time and use practical wisdom to figure out what's best suits your current situation. Okay, this is a little crazy, because I'm feeling this connection with pile number 1. And what I mean by that is the cosmic energy, the Mars energy. Check where that fall. We're going to see if it comes up in the other cards. We definitely will. But see, this is definitely giving me that Mars energy right away. But, we pulled the choices, right, which was card number 4. And I love the synchronicity that this is 6. This is what's on bottom. So choices warrior, changing your structure in an integration process to allow yourself to know it's not about what's around you. It's about what's within you. Okay. It's about within you. And I'm literally getting the hero that comes from that. So this is really kind of similar to some of that energy we were getting at the end of pile number one. But let's go ahead and see, what is the magic? Yeah, you've made enough sacrifices. Okay? This is that same gentleman that was heart centered. And look at the silver and the gold, the alchemy, the fast moving energy. Okay? Look at, it's like we've got everything shielded. We are ready to rock and roll. This is bringing you to your mission. This is bringing you to your mission, you guys. I just feel it with all certainty. Be patient. Okay? So it's like, look at, it's bringing your masculine to the mission, but collectively there's still an activation happening to the masculine, and that's like, look, girl, be patient. Okay? Chill out a second. So this is your feminine energy. Just allow yourself to follow your guidance. There's fast moving energy around you, but everything happens for purpose. Don't let it split your direction. Do you see how they're looking in different directions? Okay. So it's like, don't allow the impatience, the reactionary. It's all about the reaction. And that's why she's got this flower. What is this flower? You see this flower on her left arm? Okay. This is being highlighted. All right. The flower is being highlighted. I wish I knew exactly what flower it is. It looks like the lotus blossom. So it's like, it takes time for that lotus to travel through that muck, to rise on top and bloom, to be able to be worn like this. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Keep yourself centered. Okay. And what I'm hearing here, okay, I just have to see, I have to show you what I'm seeing here. There's a relationship here. Do you see, like here, his third eye is being emphasized, and so is hers. And it's like there are changes that are undergoing that are allowing you to see with vision. Yeah. It's like right now, you can't see the forest through the trees. But look, it's clearing. It's clearing. Let this energy clear the way. It's leading to those superpowers. Remember, I was literally saying the cape, the hero. What? Yeah, it's like we're stripping all the armor off. This is taking you to your superpower, this energy, okay? So be patient. Wow, that's truly beautiful. That was so synchronistic. I love that. And into your expertise. Okay? This is leading to so much more than you know. This is what you came here for. These are the abundance. These are the terms of your contract for your evolution, and you're being pulled towards it. All right? Now notice you're being pulled towards it. Notice that so far these feminine energies, they're not moving. They're pulling towards. Do you see what I mean? It's like just continue to follow your voice and pull that energy in. This is meant for you. This is a victory. The wheel is turning. You just have to align properly to find the shortcuts. Wow, beautiful message. And there it is. And there it is. We're back to where we started. Okay, let's see what that card wants to bring up for you. Pile number 2. And I kind of, I make mistakes like everybody. It always finds you. But remember how I said that he sacrificed the love of his life? That was this card. So it was meant to come up. But this card is actually, I see that it really looks like the same person. But the difference is it's like the appearance. Okay. So there's a lot of masculine energy going on here, you guys. Number 17. Let's read about it. Maybe the number 17 is important to you, okay? And then we rolled a 13, a 1 and a 3, right? And now we've got a 17. So there's a difference of 4, just changing your structure, right? I'm really feeling that. It really kind of resonates for all of us in the same way, but at the same point in time. And that's what gives you the choices, right? Oh my gosh. Look at how it all comes together. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm going to read a little bit about the background of this guy. His name is Kripa. He was born under extraordinary circumstances, and I'm hearing so were you. Remember, you're the rarest mammal on the earth. You're rare. You're a rarity, a unicorn. Kripa was born under the extraordinary circumstances, and he was not gestated in the womb. The son of Shorwana, he was found in the forest along with his twin sister Krippy by a king who took them to his palace and raised them there. He became to be known of his Shirwanda came to know of his children and become a tutor at the palace. He taught the children archery, literature, and various other skills, so they become experts in art and war. Thus, Kripa was capable of handling 60,000 warriors simultaneously in the battlefield. Wow. And could devastate an entire army like a blazing fire. What? He was a warrior. Since the Kauravas nurtured him with food and nourishment and provided shelter in the palace, he proved his gratitude to them by leading their troops for some time. This card indicates displaying an expression of indebtedness, a return of kindness. We can acquire all the things that would make us happy, but unless we feel grateful for being given those things, happiness may elude us. Gratitude has a double blessing. The benefits of thankfulness are far reaching. Acknowledge these beautiful gifts that you've received, the wonderful people in your life, the daily blessings that bring you joy. By expressing gratitude, it replenishes love and attracts more. Receiving kindness, gifts, and favors is a wonderful thing, but it must be accompanied with the expression of gratitude. Okay? So it's like I'm getting this vision right now of like supersizing your fries, and it's like done for you. Okay? But when that happens, it's like, oh, we made a mistake and we supersized your fries. Thanks. Okay? So it's all about saying thank you. Beautiful messages. This really has a lot to do with your action. Okay, you guys? More about what the actions that you're taking. All right? Is really what we're talking about here. It's really kind of talking about that Mars energy. You don't need to fight. No combat is needed. You have a wombat that's helping you dig deep, okay, to get this activation to stay heart centered. And what's coming forward from the Ascended Masters, loud and clear. Pile number 2, loud and clear, is to remain in a state of gratitude. So, a gratitude journal, something you can do before you go to bed, is just name off 5 things in your head of 5 things that you're grateful for before you close those eyes. Before you hit the floor in the morning when you wake up, you know what I do every single morning? Before my feet hit the floor, I say thank you. Thank you for this day. Every single moment I connect to Mother Earth, when I get in my pillar of light and I connect to Mother Earth, I say thank you for allowing me to be on this planet. Thank you, my Heavenly Father, when I connect to Him. Thank you for allowing me to have this experience. It just feels so beautiful. Thank you, Ascended Masters, for such a gorgeous message for pile number 2. But let's see who is coming in to assist you. Okay, we've got this fast moving energy, and we've got a one-on-one going on here. Okay, so I just wanted to mix that up. We've got a one-on-one going on here to align you to this energy of the rabbit. And this energy of the rabbit is really coming up in a way that's about the desert. It's time to get out of the emotions And now it's like we've got this opposite extreme. So this is where a lot of people find themselves, okay? But here on bottom, look at that connection to pile number 2 or pile number 1. This was the animal that we got, the ally that we got pile number 1, okay? Your ally is the lizard. How can you finish to go full circle, staying heart centered? Okay. It's all about eating your tail. And it's like you're so close to being where you want to be. But it's like you've got to go full circle to really claim not only the balance, you're in this integration right now. And it's like you're you're integrating energies that are taking you to finish up that heart cycle or to start the heart cycle. The pendulum switch, okay? On one side, we got people that are ending it. On the other side, we have people going in it. And this is all happening here coming up. I wanted to say mid-March, but this is between the new moon. And so that's coming in here on February 20th. There's a new activation coming in those next 30 days. And that's where you're going to feel this heart awakening, either completing for you or potentially going back round. That's why this is important. Okay. This is why this is coming up. The lizard energy is coming up. It's like the lizard is the master of the camouflage. It takes the energy, right? It takes the energy, and instead of fighting, okay, the ascended masters are saying, we don't need to fight. Okay. Look at integrate. Let go of the warrior spirit. Allow things to go full circle. Camouflage and allow who you are to come through as the energy. What I'm getting here is like a bubble of fluid, okay? So like if I poked the bubble of fluid, it was like if I poked it here, it would expand over here, right? So allow yourself to be more fluid. Allow yourself to be camouflaged, more of an observer, right? Getting out of those emotions, getting out of those emotions. This is meant for you, okay? So keep yourself grounded is what I'm getting here. I'm seeing drops of water, but it's like, look at this is infinite for you. Keeping yourself in that pillar of light. I brought that up for purpose. So if you don't know what that is, that's just really grounding and putting yourself connecting to Mother Earth and going up and connecting to Source here in the center. You're just really grounding yourself in that connection. Okay. And allowing yourself to know that you're being guided. You're being guided. You've got angels right there that they want to help you change. Look at this. They want to help you to change your colors. This is talking about the coral, that neural response. Okay. So what's coming for you is definitely for you, pile number 2. And allow uh, your true colors. I'm hearing Cindy Lauper. True colors shining through. We want your true colors. That's why I love you. But don't be afraid to be the star you are. True colors. See? Oh, I got full blown goosebumps, pile number 2. So stay in a state of gratitude. Keep yourself heart centered. Those are the messages that wanted to come forward for you from the Wombat. Let them carry you in their pouch. They have a pouch. They're putting you in the pouch. They're doing the climbing for you. Okay. So as the energy is shifting, okay, if you missed that message, we're still shifting, but we're only going up. The Wombat wants to take you as far as you can go. All right. So don't fight it. Allow yourself to be guided. I hope you found messages here. I hope you found guidance here. And if you did, can you please like this video? Can you please share this video? Okay, because it really helps expand these messages so that others can find this channel and grow this channel and grow this community. Thank you. Let's move on to pile number 3. And hey, your song, pile number 2. Don't worry. Be happy. Make sure you check it out. The link is in the description of this video. Go there, and you're meant to go there and what insights come in for you. Come back and let me know. I'd love to know. All right. Let's go. Pile number 3. 109.35. Okay, welcome, pal number 3. If you didn't already check, you can go back to the beginning for the channeled message, which is really beautiful from the WOMBAT. Okay, and this is talking about energy in these next 2 weeks. If you don't already know, we've talked about it a few times already on the video. So if you've been with me, we're going to mention it one more time that the wombats, they actually are the only animals on the planet that have square poop. And what we're talking about here is you're going to be manifesting something in the next new moon coming up in a few weeks in Pisces. So we're going to roll the dice for you. But before we do, let's see. What did I have for you? Okay. First of all, when I was led, you're the southern harried nose wombats. And what I was really feeling from you overall was this sense of fatigue. It's almost like this meekness, like, I need help. Okay. But what I was really feeling more than that is I feel like that's where you were. But at the same point in time, there's this level of exhaustion that I felt. We'll see if that comes out in the cards. What the channeled song for you, my friends, was You Too again. So that's how I knew there was a connection between pile number 1. So if you resonate, there's only one pile this week. But what I was being told from the angels is that pile number 3, where you were was pile number 1, and this is where you are now. And then the song for you was 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into that. You can just click on the link, and you'll see the channeled song there. Okay, and look at 111:44 on the clock. Angel numbers coming through big time for you guys. So we've got a number 36 altogether. We've got a big healing coming up for you guys. Okay. Here in the 3D, the Ascended Masters want to come forward. And then we also have number 6. Ooh, we've got the Australian cards coming in, the Ancestors. All right, Billy says that's what I was told. Pile 1 was pile 3 now. Yes, awesome. I'm so glad that you just confirmed that. Okay, so we're going to start with pile number, oh my gosh, I'm just realizing in pile number 2, you know what? I hate to do this, but pile number 2, I never did the Astro. What is going on with me? So we need to do pile number 2's Astro. I'm going to finish with that. We'll come back to it. I'm sorry, pile number 2. I was just so excited about what the Ascended Masters brought in for you. I was just like, what? Okay, so we'll come back to that, and I'll note that. Oh, get it together. And this is what we're doing. We're getting it together collectively. It's happening for one, it's happening for all. And that's what's been happening, all these shifts, right? It's just like taking a lot of energy. This is actually what I'm feeling a lot here in pile number 3. So I hope that that's translating. It's all just about, you've been going through so many time hops. It's like, where am I? It's all about this moment of realizing where you truly are. Okay, so let's go ahead. We had in the 3D, we're going to do 7 cards with the Ascended Masters. Okay, I'm going to shuffle in your energy first. So in the 3D, bringing in something, and of course, 3 always means balance, mind, body, and soul. So I see you stepping forward in that way, and I love that connection to pile number 1. Okay, I really, 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 really love that. So let's go. 3 shuffles. The universe has your back. It's been oh my gosh. Thank you to the Ascended Masters. Yeah, all this spinning, like, look at you. You're being spun. And that's what we're talking about. This, like, I'm feeling a little dizzy. I'm feeling a little out of sorts. I really don't know what's happening. It's like I haven't been able to get my bearings yet. Okay. Certainly what I was feeling, but it's giving you choices, my friends. She is showing her face all night tonight. All right. So we read that earlier. Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition, especially from this next full. I mean, you always want to follow your intuition, but I'm actually hearing that your intuition is heightened right now. And it's not only heightened during the full moon. You know what? I've got a couple messages coming through here, actually. Two messages. Take what resonates always, okay? But to give yourself some choices, I'm going to give you a couple choices. First of all, just today I was led, and I was not only that led to do something with the moon, okay? But I was also told to share. But of course, you've got to go in and trust your own guides. But I was told to go in and set an intention to detach from the moon. And so I literally says, my purest intention, archangels of the highest light, to detach from the moon on all timelines, dimensions, realities. Now, at first, before I did that, I asked more questions. But the reality is that I was attached to the moon in a way on an earlier timeline that was not benefiting me now that we're rising. So it's not that I cut the moon out, okay? Pretty much everything I do follows the moon cycle, and that is what is meant for us. But just as the earth is ascending, so must the moon. So, what if you feel called? This came up twice already in your reading. I'm just following it on the second one. When this came up, I'm seeing this full moon, and it's like, how can we detach? Do you see how it's got a little bit too much energy? So, if you're really in the full moon, noticing that the energy gets really squirrely for you, you're meant to detach from that. Of course, please, choices, my friends, okay? Go in and talk to your guides. I am not your guru. I'm just here teaching you what came forward, okay? So that was for you. But also letting you know that there are cycles to get into that moon cycle, okay? All right, because the ascended masters are here. It's like you feel invincible, okay? But it's like no matter how much you work, no matter how much you shapeshift, no matter how much you are agile, no matter how strong you are, none of that matters if you never shoot your arrow of the potential of who you truly could be. And who are you truly, my friends? Limitless. Limitless. Okay? So when we box ourselves in and we have a certain image of what is meant, we limit ourselves automatically. And the ascended masters are saying to you, it's all about collaborating with who? The ascended masters, your guides, your angels. And so that just came forward with purpose about the moon. Go into your safe room, connect with your guides, use a pendulum to find your communication system with them. Okay? As we all have different gifts. All right? And you might want to think about joining my Rainbow Bridge class, which is coming in a couple weeks. Okay, so that you can really harness that communication with the cosmos. All right, 7 cards. Here we go. Just literally told you, you are walking, and it's like you are walking right through. You're aligned to this. Okay, the 2 is aligning, and now we're integrating. It's like you're aligning to this potential. Keep walking the steps. All right, keep walking the steps is what I'm hearing. Are you kidding me? Could the next step be the superpower? Because this came up just, okay? Look at this. Oh my gosh, I just noticed it when I set it down. Number 29, number 30. Literally the steps. Follow the steps, okay? Follow the steps. Don't get pulled back by your ego. Don't get pulled back by what you think you know, because as soon as you think you know everything, you've lost the point of all of this. How can you continue to evolve if you sit in your laurels? If you sit and allow yourself not to be expanded? It's all about continuing the walk, following the steps, okay? So resist the temptation to stop. Resist the temptation to stop. And what I mean by that is stop the things that you've already planned. Don't allow the energy that's coming in. The Ascended Masters are telling you the energy has come in to test you. And a lot of times, sometimes the energy swirls can pull you off. And that's where I meant that detachment. I feel like that is coming in for so many reasons for you. Pile number 3, let me know if it resonates. Okay. But it's like, don't allow yourself to be pulled back to only see what you can see when so much more is meant for you. Listen, allow the magic to draw you in. Just as the world is endless, the endless possibilities of this picture. What I mean by that is what it could look like every day, how the wind is blowing, what could be different in the clouds, how it can how the same elements can come together, but it can be endless in the possibilities is what is coming in here for you, my friends. Listen. Listen, this is what the silver platter in front of you, or the wooden platter, I shall say. The universe is saying, listen and allow the spins, allow the energies to come in and to lead you. Beautiful. Lead you where? Into your power. Pile number 3, the connection here between your sacral is all about your authenticity of who you are. And this is brand new. You have literally stepped into, I'm really getting that a rebirth, and not only the process, you're literally stepping into it. Okay. It's been done. Things have already been supersized. The order has already been placed. It's just a matter of continuing to walk towards it. Wow. Beautiful. Allow the shift to happen. Allow the seasons to guide you. So we're talking about the moon cycle, but it's really the seasons, the 4 seasons. They do so many things, and follow those. Those are guidance for all of us. The tree is coming up with purpose. And I love the tree is coming up because it really has a lot to do with the wombat. Because with the wombat, in order to save the wombat, they have actually found that they want to thin the forest. It's getting too dense. So what is coming in that's really allowing you to feel limited, really fencing you off? This is all about expanding and using the cycles to allow that to happen. So in the winter, the trees, they really root in, they really ground and root in, okay? In the spring, it's all about the buds growing. It's all about stretching, okay? And getting the buds. In the fall, it's all about the stump going up. Okay? And in the summer, it's about expansion. Okay? So we ground now where we are. We're grounding now. We're getting ready to sprout. And then we expand. And then we grow up and then we go up. Okay? And this is what is meant for you, just like the tree. Just like the tree. And you have to know, don't let what's going on in the background really show you. You are growing, my friends. You are meant for this. Keep your leaves to the sun. I'm getting that image of like the sunflower, right? How it follows the sun. The universe has your back. Are you kidding me? We've got to read it. Wow. The universe has your back. So I love that. Okay. So what do we get here? We got a 9. So this is a 7. Okay. This is so crazy because this is what's on bottom. This is the 7th card. leading to the magic is that the universe has your back. It's a vibration of the 7, double on the magic, add the 2, what you got? Uh, the same thing, a niner, a niner. Okay, and then also get this: the number 3 is your is we're gonna count. We've got the Earth Star chakra, the root chakra, the sacral chakra. Okay, that's what we're talking about here. And then, are you ready for it? Sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra, higher heart chakra is number 6. Okay. So, how does the universe have your back? How is this allowing this expansion? Let's read it. It's meant for you. How do we close this cycle? The Ascended Masters are going to show you. This is Krishna, a pivotal character in this dramatic epic. All right. This card symbolizes completeness. It alignment. Okay, symbolizing completeness, this card signals your alignment with the cosmos. You are exactly where you ought to be at the present time. Even if it appears that there are delays, things are moving in the right pace in the galactic sphere to keep you balanced. You must be transcending internal and external limitations. What we're saying, don't limit yourself. Feeling elevated, you perceive the true essence of the universe. It represents the best and the brightest of your qualities coming to the forefront. It could also signify discovering fresh new sources of wisdom and inspiration. You're experiencing a feeling of being on top of the world. Now that you are know that you are worthy and deserving of this exalted inspiration. Thank you to the universe. We are on pile number 3, my love. Yep, that's what we're doing here. The universe has your back, Jolene. No surprise. No surprise here. Also, no surprise, Jolene, I will point out that this is talking about a collective sacral activation. And for you, pile number 3, where is it affecting? The throat chakra. No surprise. You know, I always see you as blue. Okay. So that was our first message about what we're manifesting. Okay. Now, the ancestors want to come forward. Of course. Yes, of course. The ancestors want to come forward for you, pile number 3. So we're going to grab them. And I love it because it is the Australian cards. The closest relative on bottom, the koala. There's no relation, but they say that the wombat is most closely related to the koala. Okay. So the pictures make the wombat look little. Like, no, he's like a big guy. All right. So let's go ahead and find out where we're going to go from here. So we're doing 7 shuffles and 1 card from the ancestors. Okay. So we're just going to find out. Yeah, this is this is balance. This is balancing out something for you. This is making right what was wronged. Something was wronged in your past, and this is coming to make it right. Yep, there's that healing. The kookaburra is bringing this healing in down for you, right? And I'm getting you were under the fire, but that's what led to this healing, okay? But just like the kookaburra, it's meant to sing. You're meant for your soul to sing. Wow. We're talking about the throat chakra here. Jolene, I'm thinking about you. Just because you know. All right. Number 2. Number 3, the gray kangaroo. We're talking about abundance here. Okay, look at this shift in your structure is okay. Wow. I'm getting actually that you're going to have multiple. Like, do you see how we've got these 3 things coming off? Not only is this going to lead you to your abundance, but listen, the kangaroo, like, we've got a connection here. Wow, that was really crazy. I don't know if you guys saw that, but like, I was like frozen for a moment. That was really weird. Okay, the connection here is the pouch. Okay, because both animals that we're talking about are marsupials. Okay, and the pouch is meant to to allow you to develop this project. It could actually refer to actual children, okay? It could actually refer to maybe teaching children. But at the same point in time, what I'm getting is you're going to go into three different areas, okay? So don't limit yourself. That's what the Ascended Masters wanted to say. But sometimes the choices can be hard to make. This is where that inner voice comes to really allow yourself. You have multiple streams coming through. One's going to lead to the next, it's going to lead to the next. You see that? So it's like, don't limit yourself. Keep your heart open. And I'm getting, don't turn things down. If it makes your heart pitter pat, it's for you. Okay? It's for you. Wow. I'm hearing don't fight it. Okay? Because I was just seeing something with the hand placement here. Don't fight it. Focus on what's ahead. Your ancestors are trying to show you this gift. And I feel like, actually, I'm going to say it, I'm really feeling like your ancestry in itself went through a really big healing. Wow. Okay, this is number 3. Yeah, that's what's leading to this rebirth. This is number 4. This is that new structure coming in. We've got a rebirth here, okay? Feeling a little twisted, right, is what I'm hearing. So this is the healing that's coming at you. This is what's happening over these next 2 weeks. This is where you're just meant to stay centered. We're getting all these messages about really staying centered, right? And that's really interesting because the thing that I noticed on this southern hairy one is he was turned a little bit to the right, a little concerned about what action do I take next, feeling a little twisted. This is letting you know that as above, so within. So it's like letting you know that you feel a little twisted. It's not time yet, okay? But you'll know. You're hooked up, y'all. You're hooked up. So it's all a matter of really allowing you to know when you're ready to see that soul singing, okay? Notice we've got a lot of things that are perched still, okay? So really, really, Spirit is coming in to let you know that it's all about that patience, okay? Here's the Tasmanian devil. Don't get yourself all in a twirl, okay? But also, guess what actually takes out the wombats? The biggest predator is the Tasmanian devil. Okay, so the Tasmanian devil oftentimes boxes out things. It grounds itself in such a way, it kind of backs itself into a corner. Now, I'm not saying there's not a healing vibration, but we're putting this in perspective of the wombat. Okay, and in a lot of ways, he is the biggest predator of the wombat. So this is all about talking this purification process. The Tasmanian devils, they go through and they eat all the carcasses. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm getting something there. Wow. The ancestors are letting you know, okay, like I was getting the message about, and this could be for different parts of you. Remember, there's this pendulum switch here, but actually, it's like this is talking about that rebirth. So the ancestors are telling you that there's a purification process happening. Wow. So as you're cocooning, as you're burrowing down, there's actually energies around purifying. And that's why we're getting to wait, because the process, it's almost like the brownies are still baking, right? Let's see, soul expansion. Does that include in love too? That's a really good question. But I'm getting here for you, it's all about all things that are authentic, right? So this is about really for what I'm feeling very much here for pile number 3 is this fire and ice. And this really has to do with lots of different arenas in your life and a lot of aspects. And I think that this is what's coming through for you, pile number 3. This is the huge revelation is you have 3 different things coming at you. And I really feel like it's going to be a surprise and you're really going to as you align to these, as you walk and continue to follow the steps, and as they unfold for you one after another, it's really going to bring you back to how far you've come. So we're getting this reference. Pile number 3 is the future of what pile number 1 was. So maybe in a way, when you get some time, you can go back to pile number 1 and really see the expansion that we've had since we've been there. Okay, this is number 6. Look it, we got the wombat. This is what we're integrating. We're integrating the magic. Wow, you guys, this is so beautiful. This is literally our animal of the week. And it's like this gentle aggression. We're going to have to pull this out, especially if it comes out. Okay. That is so beautiful. And that's the magic coming in on that integration. Here we are with number 7. You're finally getting the respect you deserve. You're going to be lifting up and praising that you finally have found your footing. Okay. And it's like, it's really interesting because I'm getting a message about how old you are, how ancient you are. Really, is you this ancient crown. It's like you've really gone through it all. You've really like a lot like you know the lotus. You've really gone through it all. You've really gone for it all, and it's like it's time for you to merge in your. I'm hearing respect, but we started out with the divine law. It's like this is finally being righted to you. This feels like justice to me. Justice. Okay. So yeah, I do think it involves love, Jolene. I really do. Okay. So we did our 7. Now we've got 1 card coming forward from the ancestors. Pay attention to the messages. Oh my gosh. You have aligned. You have aligned, my friends, to the fast moving hawk energy. Messages are coming through. I'm feeling Archangel Gabriel actually bringing messages towards you. Okay. So it's all about, look at the 3 prongs again. We just cannot get away from it that we have multiple things coming in for you guys. Okay. And look at that. Like we did the 3 and the 6, right? So this, I forgot which one was 6. This was the 6. Okay. Wow. That is so beautiful. Okay. So we've got the hawk energy coming here forward. And look at this. And we've got the magic. So it's like your guides they're leading you. 7-Eleven, take me to heaven. And I swear to God, hold on a second. This is for you. Hold on. Wow. 7-Eleven, take me to heaven. Talk about the synchronicities, my friends. Pile number 3, literally, no joke, just this morning, my daughter and I had a conversation about 7-Eleven, and I pulled this out, and it's for you. I feel it. Here we go. When you walk long enough with a burning desire, a flame in your heart, I literally have goosebumps inside my heart chakra. It's like quivering. Wow. Okay, ready? 7-Eleven. When you walk long enough with a burning desire, a flame in your heart, you are bound to create luck, abundance, love, luck, abundance, love. The treasure is yours. You alone have the power to unlock your heart. Stay centered and focused. No matter where the road leads you or what twists and turns precede you, know this. The sun will always awake every day. Always find your way. You are the key. You are the key, my friends. Wow. Beautiful. So Billy says, had to check, and Gabriel came in. Awesome. Wow. Beautiful messages. but we're not done. We got one more. I'm really feeling bad. Pile number 2. I messed up your reading. Okay, so I automatically cut to the antelope. Okay, we're getting that 10 again. We're getting this, getting in balance with the magic. And you can actually refer. I just posted the antelope, and actually, you might want to refer back since we've had these activations to see the messages that came through on there. We just did this oracle a few weeks ago, so this is being highlighted for you. This is very confirmation for me. Oh, Jolene, I know. Thank you for that, honey. I'm so glad you're here. Wow, that was just so beautiful. Okay, and look at this. Double confirmation with the raven. Double confirmation with the raven. We are reading this raven. This wants to come forward. I just know it because look at. We've had that double confirmed both piles. The ascended, both sets of ascended ancestors. And look at, they're calling to you in both directions. Wow. Wow. And look at, they're both a 7. Holy crap. So this one's talking about aligning to the shift, this one's talking about sitting on your perch and aligning to the shift. Okay, it's meant for you in the stars. This has always been meant for you. This one's talking about being one to the integration. So it's just like we're just getting clues from everywhere. I'm going to read this one because I know this one has a message. I feel it in my bones. Wow. All right, so your ally, the butterfly, you're transforming, my friends. The transformation process that you have been through, the rebirth. I almost want to cry. Okay. Now, of course, I'm getting something here, and it's spring. Okay, so that's that March again. Okay, so really hang in there. This is coming forward. This is your ally, the transformative process. Even when you emerge, right? Even when you emerge from this rebirth, it's like that. What I'm getting is like you still got that sticky goop on you. You're not ready to fly yet. Okay, so it's all about being patient, allowing what's meant to come in. You are very much, you've got a very strong connection, divine feminines, to the angelic realm, is what I'm seeing here. And this is in the stars for you. This transformation, I really feel that your ancestors have gone through a very huge transformation that's affecting everything. Okay. Because what I'm seeing here is the anchor down on this coral, which means we're really that's the weight is really dropping. This is the actions. You've been recoding your DNA. You've been recoding your reactionary, okay? And I cannot help but feel this link. As I'm saying, the difference between the two is the 7 is the magic. Oh my gosh, you guys. Are you feeling the magic? Are you feeling it? It's just so beautiful. It really, really is. And what I'm feeling with all this air energy, okay? And we're being pulled into the inner earth to really ground, right? Before we take off and soar. It's like we're getting assimilated, right? But the difference here, what I was getting with that magic, I lost my train of thought because I was so excited. Normally I would read the butterfly, but you know what? I just feel that there's a message here. So we're going to read the raven. I love the medicine book. So these are also from the ancestors. This is more of an Indian, actually collective, lots of different Indian messages here. And so here we go. Raven, black as pitch, mystical as the moon. Speak to me of magic. I will fly with you soon. Wow. I literally wrote down here that the raven is the bringer of magic, the messenger of the void, the messenger of the void. Okay, let's do a couple highlights. This is pretty long. Um, but let me see. Those, okay. Throughout time, the raven has carried the medicine of magic. This has been true in many cultures across the planet. It is sacred in the medicine ways to honor the raven, who's the bringer of the magic. If the magic is bad medicine, the carrier may be honored out of fear rather than out of respect. So this is talking about the vibration. Those who fear the raven may do so because they've been dabbling in areas which they had no knowledge, and a spell may have backfired on them. Rather than analyzing the dark side of sorcery, realizing that you fear Raven only if you need to learn about your inner fears or self created demons. This is like really deep and powerful. Raven magic is powerful medicine that you can give to the courage to enter the darkness of the void, which is the home of all that is not yet in form. The void is called the Great Mystery. The Great Mystery existed before all of the things came into being. And I'm literally getting that the void, and that there's been a change in the void, is literally what I'm getting right now. I wish I could powerfully express. And I feel like it has to do with your ancestry. Okay. If the raven appears in your spread, you're about to experience a change in consciousness. This may involve walking inside the great mystery or another path on the edge of time. It would it would portend a signal brought by the raven that says you have earned the right to see and experience a little bit more of life's magic. Yeah, you have, because you've had quite the journey, pile number 3. Raven's color is the color of the void, the black hole in space that holds all the energy of the creative source. In native teachings, the color black means many things, but it does not mean evil. And the color black, to me, in my whole system and my whole thought process, refers to the earth star chakra. It is your connection to the earth, is that black. It's the soil that we're planted in, like literally. Okay. So I hope that resonates. It's the seeking, black can mean the seeker of answers, the void, the road of spiritual or the non physical. The blue black of the raven, oh my gosh, we literally said the color blue here, okay? The blue black of the raven contains an iridescence and speaks of the magic of the darkness, the changeability of form, and the shape that brings an awakening in the process. Raven is the guardian of ceremonial magic. I'm just like, this is just so crazy. In absentia healing, in any healing circle, Raven is present. Raven guides the magic of healing and the change in consciousness that will bring about a new reality to dispel dis-ease, disease, dis-ease, or illness. Raven brings the new state of wellness from the void of the great mystery in the field of plenty. Raven is the messenger that carries all energy flows of ceremonial magic between the ceremony itself and the intended destination. This is so special to me because I have a sacred ceremony that I've been using with Mother Earth, and it's turned into a new healing practice. It's morphing into a new healing technique. And I literally call it ceremony. So this is really like really hitting home here. Okay. Whew. For instance, if ceremony is being performed to send energy to a disaster area where people need courage and strength, Raven would be the courier for that energy flow. The intention could be to allow the people of the devastated area to feel the concern and support of the participants in the ceremony. If you have chosen Raven Magic is in the air. Yeah, it is. Magic is in the air. Do not try to figure it out. You cannot. It is the power of the unknown at work, and something special is about to happen. Oh, I got chills, y'all. The deeper mystery, however, is how you will respond to the sparkling synchronicity of this alchemical moment. Will you recognize it and will you use it to enhance your growth? Can you accept it as a gift from spirit or will you limit your power? The ascended masters told us do not limit your power, pile number 3. It may be time to call Raven as a courier to carry an intention. Oops. To carry an intention, some healing energy, a thought, or a message. Raven is the patron of smoke signals or spirit messages represented by smoke. So if you want to send a message to the Blue Road of Spirit in order to contact the ancients, call Raven. Or who knows, the ancients may be calling you. Remember, the magic moment came from the void of darkness, and the challenge is to bring it to the light. So, doing so, you have honored the magician within. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Billy's saying my favorite color, and this one is off the charts. Yes, it is. This is such a gorgeous message. So beautifully interwoven with the wombat, okay? With the wombat, which also came up. So, I mean, yeah, we just got to do it, you guys. I can't help it. We got to do it. We got to do it. Pile number 3. I am feeling you. Okay. So let's see. It is Earth card, right? Yeah, the wombat, which is the magic, right? Number 43. I'm sorry. Let me look. 120. This is actually my first oracle and I love this oracle. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. I'm not going to read the whole thing, okay? But I am going to I just want to make sure. I'm going to make sure I'm not supposed to read the whole thing. Okay, no. Okay. You know what? I'm going to ask my angels, angels of the highest light, can you please show me a yes on what you want me to share? Okay, that and that. Okay, ready? This is what the angels want you to know. If Wombat has moseyed into your card today, I think that's funny. Wasn't there something about moseyed recently? Okay, anyway. If the wombat has moseyed into your card today, you're being asked to speak with assertiveness instead of irrationally hitting the roof whenever you feel threatened. Oh boy, I'm feeling this. Wombat allows you to speak up, confronting perceived wrongs with innate confidence and assuredness without being excessively violent or rude. And, this is what's happening really, is happening for one, is happening for all, because the void is really the sacral, the dirt of what we're being planted in from Mother Earth. And so this is what I'm talking about, this collective, this is available for all of us, is that we're being planted in different soil. And so what created those reactionary processes, I like to call them thieves, subconscious scripts. In a lot of ways, they've been healing in many different arenas with the work that all of us collective work do, especially when you send intentions to the ancestors, to your bloodline, okay? Which has been a lot in my work. So I'm really loving seeing this. All right. And I'm here to tell you that yeah, I have been known to hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Out of nowhere, like this volatility, like an eruption. And then the cycle of feeling bad when that happens, because it's not my intention. But I telling you, as I am healing, I am learning that in some ways this was created within me to limit myself. Do you see? And the Ascended Master said, don't limit yourself. Really, it's all about that authenticity. And I want to tell you that I'm definitely feeling here with these ancestors here and all this magic. You have to know that this is not something that you created. This is justice, my friends. This is something that was created for you, okay? And so this is coming back full circle at the most divine time. Wow. Okay. To treat others as you would like to be treated is the golden rule of the wombat. She understands how easy it is to feel intolerant towards those who choose to ignore your advice. However, especially when you know it is the wisdom gleaned over a lifetime of experience. So, the key to remember here, pile number 3, is that remember, you're connected to pile number 1. You're divine teachers. And sometimes we can be frustrated when we share and we share and we share. We see this with our children a lot, but we have to remember that we're all on our own journey. And those triggers that we're seeing, right? Those things that we get frustrated are often go back on us, okay? Go back on us, and is more about our healing journey. And that's the expansion that we're going here with this rebirth. So may the magic be with you, Jedi Knights. Pile number 3. And hey, it was talked about the future of pal number 1, and we did mention that Rainbow Bridge class. So if you'd like to learn more about how to get your communication system on track with the universe, I really just enjoy you to see. I'm going to share it. Watch. You can just watch. What is this Rainbow Bridge class Michelle's talking about? What are these attunements? What's the point of them? And it's really just from my sacred work to help Mother Earth ascend. And so, as is happening for her, can happen for us all. And you guys, I just have to tell you, we're going to wrap it up here, but look what's below the butterfly, the hawk. And then next, the animal of the week. So keep coming back here because, I am not tooting my own horn. I literally, I get messages just as much. I'm getting messages. I'm about to see which message is for me. I already think I know. But at the same point in time, it's like I am so grateful to bring these messages forward. Why? Because they help me just as much. And in fact, they help me probably more than anybody. And if I can cross over and even touch one life through this process, man, that fills me up. It really does. All right. So thank you for being here. If you love this, please share it. Please like it. We're going to end here, but I'm going to keep going because I did not finish pile number 2. Sorry, pile number 2. We're going to finish pile number 2 now because we only did, their reading was so awesome as well that I did not finish the last part. So the last thing, pal number 3, is remember to listen to U2, the song 1. I did put it in the description. You're meant to go to these channeled songs, and what you're meant is to trust the insights that come from them. And if you could come back here and share, I would love that. I would love that. Okay? Not lies, right, girl? Woo! Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so I'm going to connect back to pile number 2. Thank you for everyone for being here, and we will see you all soon. I will be back next week for Spark of Wisdom. You never know what's going to come before that. Okay, so pile number 2, we're getting right back to you. Thank you for your patience. We are getting into the second part of your cards, okay? And it was the Astro that wanted to come forward. So let me get back into pile number 2, which is so funny. Second house. I'm just saying number 2. All right, so we're just going to shuffle your energy in here, okay? I'm going to shuffle your energy in here twice. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I want to check with Spirit. We really want to pull your energy in. Are we back into pile number 2's energy? Yes, we are. Thank you, Spirit. Have we shuffled plenty for a starting point? Okay, so we're going to start here. Now, this is talking about where you're going, right? And look at that. Oh my gosh, we love this. We're talking about your structure pile number 2. Okay, Spirit is bringing in new structure, and it's like this is going to affect your finances. All right, so let's go ahead and get a little bit more. 3 shuffles. There's been some opposition, okay? And this is what I'm feeling here, though, is like actually what I'm actually hearing is that these are actually about to fall off, okay? So these are deer. Are these deer? I'm getting that these are deer and their horns fall off, okay? So it's like talking about this shift and getting into balance. Maybe you're fighting against yourself, okay? Let's see. This has to do with a change in your resources. Oh, pile number 2. You guys, okay, we were talking about here. Pile number 2 is about the Northern Harried, right? You guys are the ones who've been backed into a corner, the warriors. Yes, okay. So you've had the opposition, but look at that energy has been with you, but you have the opportunity to start over. And it's all about how you see things. What I'm seeing here is with this Aries energy, I thought it was Capricorn, with this Aries energy, right? The ram, it's like you can make things happen for yourself. But if you come from this vibration, right? If you come from this vibration, it may not lead you to exactly where you want to go. All right. Because that leads to the 54, and that just means we're kind of shifting the structure and we're not following what spirit. So, the message I'm getting here a little bit with you guys, remember, it was don't worry, be happy. We're talking about this heart awakening, surrender to the process. Don't don't think too much. Your mind only knows what it knows, okay? Your mind only knows what it knows. This is about being vulnerable and allowing the mask to come off, allowing your truth to come forward. We've gotten the number 30 twice for you now. So spirit really wants to come in and show you this balance, okay? Show you this balance that's in front of you. All right, so that's number 3. Number 4, there's a conjunction happening, and it's like you're in flight. Now, the geese, there's always someone on point. Whenever you're feeling exhausted, you just pull back and you save in the reserves here. Okay, so this is about collaboration with others. Birds of a feather fly together, right? So that's number 4. The cosmos are letting you know that you get further. Don't worry, be happy, connect with others. Know that you're not alone, okay? Get in synergy with others. There's that Capricorn that I was feeling. Don't be stubborn, okay? Don't be stubborn. Don't allow yourself to get stuck in the rings, okay? To go round and round and round. And I'm hearing the boxing ring. What? Okay. The boxing ring. Really allow your true authenticity to come out. There's a lot of fight going on here. Yeah. Look at this. This is the invitation to the descendant to descend down with the wombat. The wombat is going to keep you from fighting. Get in the wombat's pouch. Get in the belly. It's so ridiculous sometimes what's coming in, but I'm like, get in the belly. And I'm hearing like fat bastard from and there's this part where he's really vulnerable, right? And he's like, this is just what you know, but you're going down into it to really explore and expand and really have an epiphany of many kinds. This is what getting in balance with the magic will do for you. It'll allow you to fall through. That's the message. Go back to the channeled message at the beginning. This will allow you to fall through and to what? Like Alice in Wonderland, awaken into your true authenticity, your true authenticity of who you truly, truly are. Okay? So this is our seventh one. Yeah, we're getting to the root of it. So we're going down to do what? To plant ourselves into that soil. And you've got so many angels and guides that are here to help you, to ascend you. Look at it's literally the next card, you guys. Follow the steps. Follow the steps. You feel like you're falling down, but I'm telling you, you're falling through to be planted. You're falling through to be planted in your authenticity, and this takes time. Okay? I'm literally feeling the time, like literally. So, this is talking about aligning. You're aligning to that magic if you follow the steps to that abundance that's meant for you so that you can grow something into this 3D world, so that you can grow all that we talked about at the beginning of what you're meant to manifest. Okay? So we've got one card. The cosmos have one message. Those were all highlights. What we've what we've come back to is the first house. Okay? It's like we were battling within ourselves when we didn't see the truer picture was to be replanted into the earth so that you can bloom. Okay? So it's all about stopping that opposition. Remember that first card we pulled is like we're battling within us. That is just a distraction that is not meant for you. What is meant for you is that you have arrived. Oh my God. You guys, look at it's number 39, 37, 38, 39. Wow. This is where you're going. We're going to have to read that, I feel. This is where we're going. So know that you're in the hallway. Know that, like look at it says retrograde, right? And it's like the review. Look back where you started. That's where we're getting the steps. Look at the steps that you've taken to get where you are. This is all about getting in one with the shifts, allowing that these are bringing you to the light at the end of the corner, which is where you're ascending to. So it's like retrograde. We're falling back. We're going down deep, right? You're descending down into. I really am feeling the heart awakening, y'all. You're going through the heart awakening all the way through down to where? Into the earth, into your treasure chest, which is your earth star chakra, to align to Mother Earth. So I'm going to read this for you, and that's all we have, okay? That's all the messages that we have. Because did I do your animal? I did. So I'm sorry I skipped this. I'm really happy we came back to it. This is a beautiful message for you. This is allowing you this is talking about a future rebirth, y'all. I'm almost done, fam. Okay, I'm going to read this whole thing for you because I really feel it has a lot of messages for you, okay? The first house describes how you entered the world, your first impressions, the birth of your journey in self-discovery. If your chart were a village map, the first house would be the gateway and the information center. Planets in the first house are just about to rise over the eastern horizon where the sun would be just before dawn. So we feel them strongly. So how can you go and look at your first house? What are the planets in your first house? Okay, first of all, and how can you connect that to what's happening in the cosmos? That's really why the astro is coming in. You're connected to the cosmos. We all are. But this is the part of your mission, the part of your journey that is leading you to this. So here's the action. Take responsibility for how you are perceived. As you walk in a door, assess what you led with. Was it your mannerisms, your appearance, and signals? Notice if you led with charm or defenses, with your mind, your heart, or whether you're versatile, changing your approach to fit the circumstance. Now, I do believe, I'm sorry guys, I'm already forgetting, but I am almost certain that your card was the chameleon. So I want you to take this and connect this with when you walk into a room, okay? I want you to notice how versatile are you? Do you match the vibration in the room or do you change your colors to change the vibration? Yo, there is a difference there, okay? So, and of course, you want to be the second. You want to be the one bringing in the vibration. You have so much energy to bring in. You want people, you want to set the tone so that others can rise to you. You see? I'm feeling it that that is part of your purpose, my friends. All right? That's the center of your purpose here. Investigate how the first impression affects your identity and your interactness. This is really coming up as I will never, ever forget the first time I met my mother in law. Now, I'm not going to go over it. Well, I have to because it's part of it. But my husband and I were together for 3 years and we found out we were pregnant. And, we weren't necessarily ready for that. So we ended up moving in with his parents. And I was like, oh, an opportunity to get to know your parents even better. Really pretty much 24 hours after I came upstairs for breakfast and I sat down. It was very quiet and she looked at me and she said, "So you're the one that's going to ruin my son's life." And I looked at her and I said, "You know what? I can see," I literally said this. I said, "I can see why you might think that, but you just haven't gotten to know me yet." Of course, we ended up being very good friends and I feel blessed to have her in my life. And my husband and I have been together for 30 years. So there you go. So, but it's like I didn't allow that to shake me up, right? And it was just automatic. So, what's happening when what's their first impression of you and how does that affect you? People read what you put out, whether you're acting as business, as a person, a couple. It's up to you to present yourself matches the intention that you have. Okay. So if you feel misunderstood, look for the misconception, yours or theirs, underneath any tension and see what can be done to clear the lens. If you strive to be invisible, neutral, or enjoy the air of mystery, and play your cards close to the chest, it becomes easier for others to project their assumptions on you. Consider becoming more transparent and letting your inner worth shine. The first house can also bring with a surge of temper or other strong emotions that rush to your head like mercury in a hot thermometer. If this happens, bring your awareness back down to your feet, back to the root. That's where we just shown. That was the card before. Back to the root. So that you could, okay, back to the root. This metaphor applies to business, a project, leadership might be too strong, and attention needs to be back to the boots on the ground. Here's your challenge. You're being challenged to see beyond the shallowness of appearances, see beyond the smoke screens and take the responsibility for how you're being perceived. Now, I already know that the raven came up, and the raven, as we read in pile number 3, is the smoke signals. So, how can you take smoke and mirrors and allow that to expand your growth? Okay, the gift here is to evaluate how you interact with the world as beginning a journey or self discovery. I just think that's so beautiful, pile number 2. So allow everything you've learned, all the things that you're alchemizing, right? As you take that deep dive down into that earth chakra and align to your authenticity, allow that to really nurture and not only grow you, but come back and be like what I'm getting is like being instigator, planting seeds for others, okay? Because from these plants of growth drop seeds to expand and grow in others. Thank you for coming back for your messages. I just have to tell you the next card. We were just talking about growing and planting the seeds. And look at this is a 10 here. So I'm just saying, hang in there, pile number 2. I know that you've been through a lot, but it's time for you to be replanted. It's time for you to rebirth and to stop fighting, to know that there's so much more. Okay, so thank you for circling back, pile number 2. I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone who's been here. I hope these messages resonate. We'll see you soon. Have a great night. All right, y'all. Bye bye.